guys, welcome back. Yasmin here. Happy September. Hope you guys have all been doing well and enjoying the end of the summer and the weather's slowly cooling down, which, for now it's good. For now we appreciate the cooler mornings and cooler evenings. It's been so busy, I haven't really had a chance to post much at all on YouTube or Instagram, and the thing I've been working on, which is my blog, I have not had a chance to get that out there into the world. Summer's just always busier than I think it's gonna be, and I never get around to doing everything I want to get done. So, whenever it's ready, it will be published and I will post it on Instagram when the time comes. I'm gonna go back to full-time work as I'm transferring over to the labor and delivery side for a couple of months as I'm cross-training, and then I should be going back to part-time. So hopefully towards the end of the fall I'll have a little bit more time. But last week I went camping with the family in Phillip Edward Island. It's about a 5-hour drive north of Toronto, and it was absolutely beautiful. It was Crownland camping, so there's nothing there. You have to bring everything yourself. It was the first time I've done that kind of camping. It was beautiful, really enjoyed that. So I filmed that for you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if there's any questions you guys have, if you're interested in checking out that park or doing some kind of camping in Ontario, and maybe I can help you out. All right, till next time, guys. Bye. Before we embarked on our 5-hour drive up north, we took Zeka for a walk. Look how flat the lake was. It was incredible. We didn't want to bring him. It was going to be a long drive, and because it was on an island, we're going to have to take the boat. We weren't sure how he was going to do for a long paddle. We've taken him on the boat before, but not for very long, so we decided this time to leave him behind with my mom. We finally made it up north. It was time to pack our boats. So 2 of us had, or I guess 4 of us had canoes, and the rest brought kayaks. So once we had all of our boats loaded up, we got on the water and started our paddle. We weren't sure exactly where we were going to stop since it's Crownland. You kind of just paddle around looking for empty areas. And surprisingly, it actually took us a little while to find an empty island. There were quite a few people out there camping already, despite it being a Monday on a weekday. But I guess since it's still summer, people are still out there, and I think after the pandemic, a lot more people started exploring Ontario and camping. Our paddle took around 2 hours. We went around a few islands, and we also had binoculars, and the people who were paddling faster were going up ahead and checking to see if there was already anyone on those islands. And pretty much every island we were stopping at that my brother-in-law was suggesting, because he's been camping here so many times before, already had people on it.
Acho que é bom.
Eventually we did find one, and this is the one that we settled on. We walked around the whole island just to make sure that indeed there was no one already camping on the island, and to make sure that it was actually a good one for us to spend a couple of nights on. As you can see, the water was super flat, so it was a really nice and calm paddle to find the spot. And now that we were sure we were staying, it was time to unpack our boats and start setting up our tents and getting settled in. There were 2 really good sides to the island with beautiful views. One was a little bit more foresty, the other one was a little bit more sheltered, and they both had amazing views, but we decided to check both of them out really well before we decided where we were pitching our tents.
So pretty here, very rocky. Just walking around, exploring, trying to find the best spot to set everything up. Took us a while to find this site. It's actually pretty busy for a Monday.
Like if there's none here, we might go back later.
As you can see, this island is very, very rocky. There are a few spots with actual soil and plants, but the majority of the islands in this area are very rocky, which are beautiful, but you do have to look around a little bit to make sure you find some good spots for your tents. The rocks form a bunch of shallow natural pools all around the campsite, which is really good for kids, but sometimes the rocks can get very slippery, so you have to be careful.
Sure. Oh, the little crabbers.
So pretty. Look how clear this water is. So clear. Oh my god. Looks like a nice swimming spot. Or maybe it's a little weedy. What do you think? Which side?
Oh, they're both nice. This is a
Sun's
nice
coming
view though.
out.
Like that view, really nice.
Yeah.
It was hard to decide because both sides were so beautiful. So this is the side we did not end up choosing. We went over to the other side. There were some nice flat rocks, which were perfect for us to pitch our tents on. And it had enough space for all of our tents, which was nice. Kyle started to prepare the fire pit so that when it got dark and we were ready to make a fire, everything was ready like halfway there.
That is crazy. But these crazy folks are gonna go swimming, but I'm not because it's so windy and I've got a bit of a cold. So I will swim tomorrow. It's already like 7:30 p.m. Sun is setting.
Oh, it's gonna wake us up. It's funny. It's like one of each couple.
One of each couple.
You have to throw this.
One from each couple. It's okay.
So stop. You're so stuck. It's okay, guys.
It's for the armpits.
Oh.
After the three brave ones went swimming, we sat down to watch the sunset, had some beers which were still nice and cold from our coolers, and ate some chips and delicious guacamole. I seem like an alcoholic always drinking beer in my video. And then for the fun part of having to hang up all of our food on trees in case bears come by. So that's something that's always required when you go into your camping.
Then it won't turn the liquid to gas. Okay. It's kind of a crazy thing. You gotta wait till it's hot and then you slowly open it.
After having our simple oats and apple and a coffee for breakfast, we just sat out by the water and enjoyed the peace and quietness of being this far out of the city, and it was indeed very peaceful. The water was absolutely freezing, but I managed to get in there after a few squeaks and screams as I was going in, but eventually made it in, and it was very refreshing, but I could not stay in very long.
That was nice.
Go back in.
For this trip, we all packed our own food, and Kyle and I kept it simple. We brought mostly dry food, but a lot of people brought extra food, so we got to steal some. So here we enjoyed some fresh veggies and hummus by the water, which was great.
Get some dinner. There's a little snake over there. I'm just telling you to get up right now.
After spending the day outside in the sun, we were ready for a little nap.
Oh my god, do I have a crazy sunglass tan?
Woo! That was a good one. Are you gonna get your headlamp is in the right? Smoke it. Holy smoke.
We finished off our last night roasting some marshmallows. Then we went down to the water to look at the stars. It was a full moon, so we got to see so many stars. I even saw a shooting star. It was really special. And after struggling a little bit through the wavy waters of Georgian Bay to get back to the car, we finally made it back, and it was time to pack up and go home.